Hey gang, Tony here. I just got back from the flea market on this nice, beautiful Sunday, and I haven't actually made a video yet showing like what I got at the flea market, but I wanted to do a quick video to explore taped off of TV uh, VHS tapes that I have been buying. So I've been doing this. I have other ones here, but today I got three more, and I thought it'd be fun to like not see what was on it until this will be the first time I'm really looking at it to see what's on them. Unfortunately, two of them are labeled as MASH Reunion 1 and 2. So it's from 1992, and we have two tapes. I have the first one in there. My hope is that there are commercials in between the reunion thing and maybe other stuff on the tape. So I grabbed those because it was 3 for $1. I'm like, yeah, might as well give it a try. And then this tape has no labels on it. So again, it may have nothing on it. It may just be a tape that no one ever used, or there could be something recorded on it. And of course, that's what we're hoping for. Just to show you like what I've been doing. Like here's a tape I got last week, and this was a pretty good one. I've been watching through and sort of taking notes in terms of what's on the tape. This one is from the year 2000, February of 2000, and it's a local tape from local to where I am. So there was like local news. There was a little bit of this show called Animal Doctor, all commercials. So there's commercials between everything. A little bit of ER. Some more news at 10, Conan O'Brien full episode, and then later with Cynthia Garrett. That's as far as I got, so there's maybe some other stuff there. But I'm going to switch over to the capture, and we'll see if there's anything on this tape. Well, I'm assuming it's going to be MASH, the MASH reunion, but we'll see what else, if anything. All right, so we'll do this. Hi, everybody. All right, and play. Let's see what we got. Do a little tracking adjustment there. All right, so some football to start. I am not much of a sports fan, so I do not know 1992 what this would have been exactly. I'm hoping that the audio is recording for this. I can hear it. I think maybe I have to turn it up a little bit. I'm going to turn it off on my end. Oh, no, I can't turn it off on my end. All right, I just made it a bit louder. It looks like it's picking up now. So this is news. My guess is, I'm going to fast forward in a second, but my guess is they like started the recording a little early and caught some of the news before the MASH reunion. I'm going to mute my mic too because I'm not sure if this is
This is the perfect time to plan a
All right, we got some commercials.
If you want a new Ford, the new models.
Sorry, that was me messing with the audio.
Now, you can get up to $2,000 cash back.
All right.
Drive Escort, a sporty ZX2.
I'm gonna lower it on my end just in case. I'm not sure if you're hearing it through my microphone as well. All right, so I'm gonna keep fast forwarding. Clearly, I'm not gonna be able to. We've got a little Burger King commercial here, all right. Clearly, I'm not going to be able to show you the entirety of the tape, but I wanted to get a feel for what's on here. So number one, like what I'm liking so far is that there are commercials. So my guess is that they're not going to be cutting out commercials necessarily. Maybe when the reunion starts, they start doing that. I don't know. Let's fast forward a bit more. So it's still football. I said the news earlier. It's actually, it looks like, I don't know, a show about football? Can't really tell. Or is it just pregame or something? Yeah, maybe pregame stuff. some more commercials. Got Gateway. What's this one? Centricon. Another Ford commercial. I'm gonna go ahead and assume another Burger King commercial. Oh no, Hardee's this time. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that maybe the first part of this tape is this game. So what I'm gonna do is actually stop the tape. I'll come back out here, and I'm gonna fast forward it maybe half an hour or so, and we'll see if they taped over this game at some point. I'm actually kind of hoping that the MASH reunion isn't on there, and then it's just a bunch of other stuff. That would be, to me, more interesting. But yeah, we'll take a look in a second. So anyway, I do have a bunch of other stuff. Maybe, you know what a good idea might be? Is to show you the other stuff I got at the flea market while we're doing this, and we'll kind of like cut between back and forth, so that... gotta check something. Okay, still going. Sorry, I was just checking because the fast forwarding sounded weird for a second. Alright, there it goes. Alright, so what else did I get? I got Sonic and Knuckles, which is not like a rare game or anything. Obviously, you put the other cartridge in the top there and kind of connect them. Not a super rare game or anything, but it is something that I didn't have and I wanted. I've been meaning to get. The guy that I got it from is actually someone that I kind of like. I'm familiar with him because he's a video game collector that I always see at the flea markets and sometimes yard sales and things. So I'm aware of him, and he had a lot of great stuff, but he's a collector too and a seller, so he like knows what stuff is worth. And that's kind of like what happened. I asked how much he wanted for the Sonic and Knuckles. He looked it up on, I mean, he didn't know off the top of his head, I guess. He looked it up on price charting and gave me, quoted me less. So I think it goes for like about $30. He quoted me about $18, which is not bad. I offered $15, he took it, so half off. Not a bad price for that, in my opinion. But he had like boxed games, he had a box system, he had a whole bunch of really nice, pretty good looking stuff, like pristine condition. I didn't really even bother asking the prices of the other stuff because I knew I didn't want to spend a whole lot of money on like boxed video games and stuff. I'm gonna see if we have... I fast forwarded it a bit. Okay, yeah, so here's the MASH reunion. So it is on here. Is that TV Land? I'm going to move me. Yeah, this is TV Land, so I don't know what kind of commercials they might have going on here, but I'm going to fast forward a little bit, and we'll see if we can hit a few commercials and determine whether or not there are commercials, and if there are, what kind of commercials. So other than the Sonic and Knuckles, I also got a stack of books that I'll show you in a second. This was actually one of the last things I got, was the stack of books. It was all R.L. Stine stuff. So I'll kind of flip through those once we knock back out of here. I think I paid like $1, a little over $1 a book, which wasn't too bad. So I paid like $12, and I got maybe 10 books or something like that. They're Fear Street, mostly Fear Street. A couple of just R.L. Stine. I don't think it's like branded or anything. And then there was one Goosebumps book as well. This is going on for a while. I don't know if there are going to be... I don't remember... So TV Land... Was TV... I can't remember if TV Land was Nickelodeon. No, that's Nick at Night. TV Land is its own network. I don't think I ever watched... So I don't know if they have commercials on there or not. Yeah, this is going to go on for a while, it looks like. So the other tape is probably going to be much the same, right? I might fast forward some more here off the thing and see where we end up. And while that's going, I'll show you the books. And I have a couple other things to show you too. All right, so have You Can't Scare Me, Curtains, Beach Party, Fear Street Missing. Uh-oh. I think I fast-forwarded too far. That they may have only done the 2-hour recording, which is probably why they needed 2 tapes. Let's see where we are. Okay. Some commercials again. I think. Joanne Liebler. Maybe that's not a commercial? Oh, TLC. We're on TLC now. Is this a show? This is a show, maybe. Not familiar. The name sounds familiar. Joanne Liebler. That sounds like something I've heard before. All right. So obviously a tape like this, I would have to go. I while I'm working, while I'm writing and stuff, next to me I have the CRT, and I will let the tapes play through and try to pay attention enough to like take note of if there are commercials, what shows. Yeah, that was the end of the tape. It started slowing down when I was doing the fast forwarding. That's how I kind of knew that it was near the end. So I'm going to go ahead and just rewind that one. I think for the, I'm not going to put in the other MASH tape, but I'll put in the blank one to see if there's anything cool on there. All right, but in the R.L. Stine books, we have Silent Night 2, The Dead Lifeguard, Bad Dreams, The Babysitter, and Teacher's Pet. You know what's weird is I'm not sure if I'm recording this. I feel like I hit record. I guess I'll know in a second. I don't want to hit stop just in case. All right, and then the only other 2 things I got. No, I'm a liar. I got a few more things. I got a record. Brimstone and Treacle? Is that how you pronounce that? I'm not even sure. Interesting. It's got Sting in the movie. I never saw the movie. It's a soundtrack. But it's got Police, Sting, Go-Go's, Squeeze. And then this was super cool. I'm not going to be able to open it all the way because it's a full-size movie poster. But it's the movie poster for the 80s movie, and it's a vintage one too. My Demon Lover, which is a really fun movie if you've never seen it. I don't want to damage it. It's already like not in the best condition, so I don't want to like open it and damage it too much. But it's really cool. I enjoy the movie. There's one half. So that was a cool score. That was only $1. The record was $1. And then I got a couple of electronica games here. One of them is Pulsonic Baseball, which does work. I haven't really like tried to play it yet or anything, but it turns on and it had batteries in it, so I was happy about that. Contacts look good. And then this I got super excited about, but the Microvision Star Trek Phaser Strike. But then when I opened it, it was actually electronic football in there, which actually goes for a bit of money anyway on its own. So that's kind of cool. That doesn't have batteries in. I haven't tested it yet. And there are a couple of pieces of paperwork in the box for the microvision as well. So that's kind of neat. I do wish that it was actual microvision stuff. Those were $2 each. I got those for. And that is everything. And I'll go ahead and put that other VHS tape in, so we'll see if we got anything cool. Or if it is just a blank tape, as I am sort of expecting, to be honest. Eject. Alright. Fingers crossed for some... Man, I always want it to be like October, you know, Halloween, just recordings. Someone turn the TV on, start recording. Alright, let's move on over to our thing there. And let's see what we have. Ooh. Okay, there's something on here. What is this? I don't know what this... Is this a music thing? They all have those weird little microphones. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Celtic Thunder Mythology. Huh. It's like a concert? Not familiar with this. And also, unfortunately... I'm going to lower that. Unfortunately, that probably doesn't bode well for commercials. This looks like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe recorded off of like a movie channel or something. I don't see any station ID anywhere. This is probably all that's going to be on this tape too. Not super exciting. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop it and fast forward more quickly for a bit, and then we'll come back to it. So, I mean, that's what you know, you're always taking a chance when you're grabbing random unlabeled VHS tapes at the flea market, but that's kind of the fun of it too. It's like you never know what you're gonna get on them. Sometimes you get a tape like the one I was telling you about earlier, where you got tons of commercials and different TV shows. Someone like put it on NBC one night and hit record and just like left it. Other times you have like people were recording it for a specific reason and they went through the trouble of cutting out the commercials and all that kind of stuff. Other times it's like movies off of other VHS tapes and so on and so forth. Alright, that's about 40 minutes in. Let's see what we got. Oh my god. Okay, it's still that. Like I said, not looking too good. I'm gonna give it a little bit more of a fast forward. Check one or two more spots, and then we're gonna call it. But yeah, it's probably the whole tape. Probably no commercials. That's gonna be a bin tape, most likely, as in I'm gonna throw it away. I always check on Facebook first to see if anyone wants stuff like that. I'll give it to them for free, probably with like just pay for shipping sort of deal. But most people feel the way I do when it comes to things like this. Not particularly interesting. Ooh, wait a minute. There's a commercial. Okay. Cool. I like it. That means that's promising. Maybe there were commercials. What is that? Taco Bell? Taco Bell, yeah. Oh, is this tape not that old? This tape is not an old tape. It's not as old as it looked. You could kind of see the aspect ratio there. And this guy is a newer comedian, isn't he? I think he's sort of familiar with him. Is that... Oh, this isn't a commercial. This is Comedy Central. Okay. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. I'm gonna stop it again. We'll do one more fast forward. So this tape, I don't know when that guy was like doing his thing. I'm not recording. I don't think I'm fucking recording. Usually it shows a thing. Pretty sure I'm not recording this. Oh god. Oh my god. All right. Well, I'm going to say goodbye in case I am recording, but I'm pretty sure I'm not recording. Breathe deep in the night.